welcome back to my sketchbook tours. Today we're doing number 41. So we have an Infinite sticker from Sonic Forces, an Alice Wonderland sticker, and some other stickers my friends got me. This was done within, about 3 or 2 months. I'm not going to calculate that. And then here we have some zines of my OC Liam. He's a model, so I do these little tiny magazines of Monarch, which is his label. This was done in September of 2025. And then we have the next one for October 25. And then I think this one's for May 2026, which was the newest one. I have the hiccups right now, so just ignore the little pauses when I talk. Those are those. And I don't think this sketchbook's very long, so this should be a majorly short video. Here we have my OC Feather, which is the high priest for the goddess of beauty, also her adoptive son. And then we have my fairy OC Leaf. And then I was listening to Scylla from Epic the Musical, so I did a little sketch of what I think her lair would look like. We have one of my angel OCs, and we have Light. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And then a painting. I think I did that for art. And then some more little random sketches of Jason and Martha, and then that's his old design. And then a random scorpion. And then I did the old design for the Titan of Earth, Blossom. And then I did Poppy Playtime, the 4 chapters if my OCs. We have my friend's OC, then I have my OC Webs, and then I have my other OC Una, and then I just did a gender version of the Doctor, because why the heck not? I was bored. Then we have Caspian, and a random seashell. We have a little picture of Quinn, and we have Joel's old design, and then we have Quinn and Chase. We have more Quinn and Chase. We have Liam. And then we have Ivan, and his name's not Raven, his name is Ivan. I changed his name, and he's not a siren anymore. But this was his old design, and then I did a little, it's not changed design so much. And then I did a little random collage, and then put in some random stuff I did for art, and then just a random infinite card I found. Then a random cat. I don't know what I think this was supposed to be I was having art block, and I just drew a random cat. And we have more Liam and Zach. And then I think this is watercolor painting I did of Demonica, or one of his old designs anyway. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, now I'm gonna move on to, since this is such a short video, I'm gonna move on to the next one, which is 46. So, sketchbook either. So, I have a sticker I made of Matthew, some other stickers, and then the Hello Boss sticker that my friend gave me. And then I have this was done within 2 months, I think. And then this is a zine I was going to make for April, but I never really finished it. As you can see, I never finished it. So, there's that. So, the first page is my nymph OC Lotus. I don't really draw him that much, but he's based on the song The Willow Maiden. If you've heard that song, I recommend it. It's on Spotify. And then I drew Leaf in his monarch form. Leaf's the king of the fairies, and in his story, there's like a war going on between the fairies and the humans, and he discovers he's, royalty, and in like one of the final parts before he, becomes king and stuff, he kind of gets like really mad. I don't want to spoil too much, but this is like the form he takes. He embraces his fairiness because he was hiding it for so long. It's based off a butterfly, as you can see the tongue and stuff like that. And then I was gonna draw just this random Pinterest image I saw, but I didn't really finish it. And then I was trying to do a map of the fairy kingdom. They're supposed to, the fae realm, that's what it's called. And then this is supposed to be Leaf's kingdom, and then there's going to be two others that I haven't figured out what they'll be. I don't know if they're going to be fairies or a different type of earth folk. But these are like the borders. Then we'd have the goddess Heliotrope, the goddess of demons. And then we have, I can't pronounce his name, but he's the god of the setting scene. He's like, in the lore, he's one of the oldest gods and the most mysterious. I hate this so much. But, this is the one he actually looks like. He takes the form of like a human because he's interested in humans, and he doesn't really view humans as people. He views them as animals, so he does experiments on them and stuff, and it's, very tragic. And then I did Liam and Zach, based off a Pinterest prompt I saw. I don't know why he's holding a gun, he just is. I think this is supposed to be like an AU of when they first met. This isn't canon to their actual lore. I mean, Zach would do this, but this isn't AU. And then I did Demonica, and one of his, I think this is the true form, their true form. And I did Aiden, the god of war, in the corner. Tiny hands. And then I was gonna do some, little things of Vincent and Suki, my vampire boyfriends, but I never finished them. Then I did a little Pinterest meme of Matthew and Jewel. And then another sketch of Demonica's true form. Sorry, I'm trying to fold it. What the heck? What did I do? Okay, sorry. And then I did another sketch of Demonica's true form, but in a more simplified way. I didn't want to draw all the eyes. And then this was gonna be, a little comic I was gonna make of this song Fireflies, but I never finished it. I might just do the parts that I did, and that's it. But you never know. It was supposed to be Cricket, and since his, I never finished it. Cricket is this monster type, and his kind is attracted to light. So that's what he follows fireflies around, and he's also finding these campers, and they're a little lantern, and he's following them around, and he freaks them out because he's a monster basically. No, he's not. He's not human, so he freaks people out. And yeah, I just never finished it. And then I did some butterfly sketches because I was bored. Then I did Bramble, which is a fae. Fae and fairies are two different things. Fae are more plant uncanny animal people. They're like a mix of plant and animals, and they're like very uncanny looking. And then fairies are more human looking with just, you know, the wings and stuff. And then that's it. So that was, this video is pretty short, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway.